And we're now excited to be presenting 2 hours of our HSN coin collector. We've got lots of amazing products coming up in the next 2 hours we're so excited to tell you about. I've got our resident numismatist here, Mr. Mike Mezak. Hi, Mike. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. I saw we have a very exciting lineup.
That's really good stuff.
Really good stuff.
We have our first look at the Great American Treasure Hunt. We'll talk about that. The W-minted quarters from the United States government that are coming up. We've got the brand new NGC 11 coin set. We got all kinds of stuff, brand new stuff. All
kinds of goodies. And we're going to start out with an item, the first time back since March, of the uncirculated and proof Secret Silver Bicentennial set. At $79.95, we do have 2 flex pay of $39.98. And this looks like original government packaging, too.
It is original government packaging. And people are going, what do you mean it's secret? I know about all those coins. And it's like, okay, well, you've seen the designs, you know the coins. What most people don't realize is they issued special collector sets that you see right here in these original government packaging where the coins are actually contained silver. See, none of the coins they released into circulation, so all those coins you have in your dresser drawer that, you know what I'm saying, that you've held all these years, those are just regular clad coins. They have no intrinsic value. There's no silver in them of any kind. These are the special collector silver editions. In the original government packaging, they did them in proof and they did them in uncirculated, just like this. The amazing part is I was able to get a spectacular deal on these, hence I'm doing this. If I was indiscriminate in price, like last time we had it was in March, I would, and had these at 129 or 149 or 179 like they are elsewhere, I would have them all day long. But for me to be able to do these at $79.95, not each, oh my goodness, look at those. That's the proof nature of that coin right there. Then that becomes a very, very much more difficult proposition, why we only have several hundreds of sets. So I have these. So this is the Eisenhower Bicentennial Silver Dollar. As you can see, whoops, sorry about that. And it just lifts up, there you go, and there you see the reverse with the special moon reverse. Independence Hall, these are 1 year only designs, all proof, and those are the silver coins. If I look at the nationally advertised catalog, which I carry, you know, around, and like I said, when I was 12, I was buying coins out of this catalog. That's how long they've been around. These $2 coins, this coin right here, $57.50 just for this coin. Just for that coin. The uncirculated silver Eisenhower down here, $47.95 a coin. So you're $105 for the 2 silver dollars in here, which is the way you normally see these. They break them out and they sell the dollar coins individually. And that's the problem, and that's what happens, and that's why you don't see them in the original government packaging. Because, I mean, it's $35 more just for the 2 half dollars individually, which is where they are usually seen. There are far more single dollars that are sold than the complete sets. Because then, of course, once you get $105 for those 2, then of course you want to sell the Kennedys, which are also silver, and they're also bicentennial. And that's why this coin's $24.50 and this one's $23. Now you add another $50 to that, virtually the price of the entire set just for the 2 half dollars. And understand, even the quarters are about $17.50 a piece. By the time you're looking at it, you're almost $200 on a coin by coin basis. And that's one of the reasons that you don't see these out there very much, because it's really quite easy to take them apart in essence and sell them piecemeal, if you will, for significantly more money. But we're going to give them to you in the original government packaging. You see it says United States Bicentennial Silver Uncirculated Set. That's really cool. Comes with the certificate of authenticity, Mint's Bicentennial Silver set that comes in there. That's the packaging. Now here's the secondary part of this. First of all, I have a great deal given where silver is today. But understand, silver is near kind of almost 10-year lows right now. It wasn't that long ago that I had to sell this set for $229 because silver was 3 times what it is today. And who knows where it's going to be? Who knows where it's going? We don't know. You know, a lot of people in the industry are talking about silver is kind of almost unnaturally low right now. I don't know if that's true or untrue, but I know, given my 45 years of experience, silver seems a little cheap right now, given the price of where gold is, given the price of time and all that other stuff. And so then when you get these stunning original fantastic coins that you have right here that are silver and still in original proof condition. Look at that. I mean, you have to understand how old these coins are. Almost 50 years old now, and they're in that original government packaging. I'm going to close this real quick so you can see that they have the bicentennial, see, 1776, 1976, and there you go. Just like that, it is truly spectacular. And it says United States uncirculated silver.
I remember
proof
the
silver
bicentennial.
Set.
People became coin collectors who didn't think that they were coin collectors before.
100% they did. 100% they did. And here's what happened. So they literally sold tens of millions of these sets in 1976. For actually, in all honesty, about $79.95.
So that was around
that was about the original issue price.
Wow.
Now you have to remember, just go forward 3 years to 1979. Silver was $50 an ounce.
Wow.
Okay, these melt for over $100. They just throw them, and you take them just like this.
People were melting them like crazy.
And they just throw this in the smelter. All the cardboard and plastic burns off, and you're left with the silver in the bottom of the smelter. And literally millions and millions and millions and millions of these coins, brand new in government packaging, thrown in for the silver.
Who knows how many are left?
Far, far, far fewer, because it wasn't that long ago. Silver went back to $50 an ounce.
Right.
So still, again, as you're looking at this right here, now the melt value of this becomes fairly significant. And so we have these at basically $39.95 a set. When either one of the sets, the dollar coin, the silver dollar in here, is significantly more than just what we're charging for the entire set. And understand, the half dollars have silver, the quarters have silver, and more importantly, they're in original government packaging, so that condition is truly spectacular as well. The biggest problem with this, of course, is the price that I'm offering. I'm limited in quantity because I can only buy so much at a really great price.
At this price, and the more people that we're melting, that makes it more valuable, the ones that are left.
Right.
Right? Because it's, you know.
And understand, we sell, let's say, Eisenhower silver dollar sets. We sell them here all the time, complete sets. This is where I get the silver Eisenhower out of these. I have to open up 2 of these sets to sell an Eisenhower silver dollar set. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of Eisenhower dollar sets that are sold every month. And so thousands and thousands of these are literally destroyed every single solitary month, because it's the only way to get these coins. And while they're destroyed in the government packaging, the coins remain. And that's why, you know, people say, well, you know, you quote prices individually. Far more coins are sold individually like this, because it's advantageous for a dealer to sell them individually as opposed to a set. So occasionally we bring them in set format.
We should call this uncirculated and unmelted.
Uncirculated, proof, and unmelted.
Right, exactly. I think I made my first coin joke. All right, so 371. Well, only took me 10 years. 371-535. We have so many cool things coming up in this hour. Hey, do you guys have an HSN card? If you don't, we're doing a special where you get $10 off a single item purchase at time of approval. Go to hsn.com, put in HSN card in the search, or you can call the 800 number, 1-800-695-1418. So we're going to move on in the show to something brand new. Brand new, nobody's seen it, very exciting. So this is the 2019 PR70, that means perfect condition, first day of issue, Apollo 11 half and Native American dollar set at $124.95. I read about that this was coming up in the show. I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, this is a pretty special opportunity right here. So the United States government at the beginning of this year, we did a lot of Apollo 11 stuff. They did a special release for Apollo 11 50th anniversary. I mean, it was spectacular. They did these coins, and the half dollar, if you see here, if you look at that, is a curved coin as well. So you can see that is the faceplate, if you will, of Buzz Aldrin's thing as he's looking on the moon. That's Neil Armstrong, the lunar lander, and the U.S. flag. And there you can see his famous shadow as the sun points that way.
Very cool.
On that. So we're going to have the half dollar. Now, this is our first day of issue. We reserved some of our first day of issue half dollar coins. And so we have the pair that's the half dollar. Now, this is the Native American dollar that's also actually a 50th anniversary Apollo. Because what it does is the Native American dollar has a different reverse every year. And this particular coin brings about and commemorates the Native American contributions to the space program. This is Marigold Ross right here, who wrote this very elegant equation down here that I'm led to believe is the equation equation that's needed. Yeah, the math's a little beyond me.
Okay. And you're good at math.
Yeah, well, yeah, but not this good at math. Right. The energy required to leave the atmosphere of the Earth and enter the atmosphere of another planetary body.
And that was a Native American who brought that
Mary Golda Ross right here. And actually,
exciting.
this is James Harrington right here that we're going to see. James Harrington, he is the first Native American to go into space. So that you're going to see right there. And so that's that. So we have the 2 coins, and they're both certified perfect. I've never done these before, and we saved them. So we had to order. So I've held on to these for months and months and months, these $half, to do the 2 coin set. There's only 586. This is going to be a sellout. Now, here is the key consideration. This is the thing that you need to see. There's been a lot of Apollo things out there.
Right. A
lot of Apollo commemoratives. Of all of those, whether it be the 5-ounce coin, the $5 gold coin, the 5-ounce silver coin, I don't care what it is. The coin that is the single most difficult to grade in proof 70 condition, by far and away, hands down, is this coin right here.
Because it's curved?
It's curved, and with this footprint and the mirror finish on the back, I have not, it is probably one of the single most difficult to grade modern issue coins. You can find proof 69s of this all over the place. What you don't find is proof 70s. This coin by itself at $124.95 is a fantastic opportunity. As a pair and first day of issue as a 2-coin set, in both of them being perfect 70, of course 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. We're going to do it in the beautiful custom presentation box that we have right here. So you're basically looking at these pairs at about $99, if you will, based on the fact that you know, the value of the box concerned in here, about $24.95.
I can't believe how limited that is. 580, that's it?
You have to understand, we had literally thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of these $half
to weed through to get perfect.
586. Like I said, in many batches of these, the grading percentage, which is a big deal. So what the yield is in proof 70 was single digits. So we'd send in 100 sets, and we get 6 or 8 or 9 of the proof 70s. In a really good batch, we might get 15. Traditionally, with a brand new coin with special packaging from the United States Mint, you're going to get 30 or 40% in 70. Sometimes, if you're lucky, 50%. But low single digits make it almost impossible. Now you have, and of course, it's only the second curved coin
ever done. Is the other one a baseball one?
The baseball coin was the other one. Absolutely, good job. That's the only other curved coin. So you've got curved coin, you've got Apollo 50th anniversary. You know, kind of the new Apollo movie just came out. And look at this. This is why it's so difficult. I want to see. If you look right there, you always want to see what it looks like backstage. Right there it is. That's all our cameras. And that's why they're so difficult to grade. That incredible mirror finish that you see right there.
Yeah, because it's got to be perfect.
It's got to be perfect. There's a screen that we're looking at right there. You're looking at the coin back into itself there. I mean, you must see 100 of them, you know, back and forth.
Cool.
Isn't that cool? That's how difficult this coin is, and why it's so substantially difficult to get in proof 70 condition. Now, you have to understand first day of issue, which is even more important now that we're 3 or 4 or 5 months past the first day of issue. Okay? So now we're 3 or 4 or 5 months beyond the first day of issue, and we have saved these coins. We reserved these coins all this time. They've been literally sitting at Annex. That's what we do. We have coins so that we can have first day issue eligible, where we have early release eligible, whatever it is. So these coins, we literally have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of coins sitting at the grading company so that they're within their control, so that they know that they can put that coveted first day of issue on there. The coveted early release, the coveted all of those things that we're going to have. So truly spectacular opportunity for you to do that. And there you're going to have, and you're going to get the commemorative Native American dollar Apollo, along with the Apollo $half in proof. It's interesting. I think they had a mintage limit on this. These coins to date, I don't even think they've sold, there's 100,000 of these things that are out there total. And the reason is they're impossible to grade. So what you're buying is conditional rarity here. What you're buying here is the fact that it's perfect. And in this coin, and in most modern issue coins, there's a nice premium for perfect coins. In this coin, there's an extreme premium for perfect coins.
Because it's so difficult to get there.
So difficult to get with that. I mean, you can easily spend $124.95 just for that coin out there because it is so hard to get in any of the major grading companies. So an extraordinarily difficult coin for you to get, and that's the issue. And that's why I only have 586. In many of our Apollo 11 first day of issues that we had, I mean, you know, we had I think this coin was almost $124 when we originally put it out as a single coin.
Right.
These are my final things. I held them back and I added in the Native American dollar set, which is absolutely and truly spectacular. And this is the last of my first day issues. I don't have any more 5 ounces. I don't have any more golds. I don't have any more of the silver dollars or any of that. But of all of those coins, the silver dollars, the gold coins, the 5-ounce coins, you name them, the enhanced uncirculated, enhanced reverse proof Kennedy half dollars. This by far the most difficult coin to get in perfect condition. And in coin collecting, as in any collecting, the single most important determining factor of value is what? Condition. Condition, right? The higher the grade, the more it's worth. The higher the grade, the more it's worth. And this coin is absolutely positively perfect. So only 586 of these. So we're going to count these down because once that's sold out, and of course 100% exclusive to us, you can't get this particular set anywhere else except from us. I love the footprint, the moon footprint exclusive label plus first day of issue annex. Any first day of issue annex is exclusive to HSN. So guaranteed lowest pricing. So you can't get any lower pricing than that. And like I said, once that 586 is gone, that's it. It's done, gone, and over, never to be made available again.
And by the way, the difference between a 69 and 70 isn't like a teeny bit. It's a huge amount. 70 is perfect, the best you can get. But when every number you go down in grading, the difference between a 70 and a 69 and a 69 and a 68 is huge. It's not like a little bitty step. It's a big, big step. Speaking about steps on the moon, it's that kind of a step, right?
Yes, it's that important. It's that crucial. It's that critical. It's a huge deal to be able to be able to get this and to get it in perfect condition. That is 100%. That's the basis of this coin and its rarity and collectability. Because you have to understand, the grading alone is $60, and then the coins are going to be another $60. So I mean, you know, if you were to get each one of these coins and had them in to be certified, you could maybe do it for $125. If you got lucky and had the 1 out of 10 of these or the 1 out of 15 of these that were perfect proof 70. And then of course you'd have to still buy this. So that's what makes this so amazing. So you get these absolutely perfect coins, and unfortunately you just can't do these or have these coins made. And by made I mean, you know, put into certification. So absolutely stunning opportunity for you.
Brand new, by the way, 673-234, and I think a perfect time for you to be jumping into getting a coin, because graduation presents, nothing's better than a coin. Coming up, we've got the proof set, silver proof set, the ones that Mike is holding here from NGC Certified, another perfect coin.
Look at this, and the very first you are looking at right there, the only pure silver Kennedy half dollar, the only pure silver half dollar ever made by the United States government. They did it in the special proof set this year. They did 7 coins in pure silver. This is NGC with our exclusive silver bar label, 999 fine pure silver. All 7 of the silver coins from this year are all done. The 5 National Park quarters, and you're going to have the Kennedy half dollar.
Wow, those are really hot off the press.
These are hot off the press. They are absolutely amazing. It has been one of the best selling sets. The first day I sold this, we sold 600 plus sets. I think I have like 200 sets is all that I have. Same exact price still, even though in the marketplace they are on fire. This coin, I could make an argument that this coin alone should be $279, let alone the other 6 silver coins that you're going to get into the deal, including all of the United States National Parks quarters done for the very first time.
How many coins
pure
do you
silver.
get in total?
7 coins in total that you can see right there, all certified perfect. All of them how many? Only over 100?
A little over 100 is all we have
so
left.
Here's what happened. Friday, we put 200 of these in the system. hsn.com between Friday afternoon and today.
Did you have a presentation?
No.
There's
been no presentation. Almost 100 of these have sold. Basically, hsn.com, just people, whatever, no presentation whatsoever.
Wow.
So great opportunity on that. I also have some of the Annex 7 coins as well.
All right, so almost last call on those. All right, so we're going to be moving on. Lots of new and exciting. We're going to continue on with a very limited quantity offer of the 2019 SP69 PR70 of the JFK half Native American dollar rocket ship coins for $179.95.
Yeah, we were going to get to that. And don't forget, we have the Great American Treasure Hunt. I want to take a look at those West Point Minute Quarters here coming up as well.
Okay.
They are special, special, special. Okay. But this, talking about special, 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 this customer pick and for incredibly good reason.
Yeah.
So, very fascinating here. And quantity on this, very important. Quantity on this, final quantity.
Very limited.
Very, very limited. So the United States government decides to make these sets. And sometimes the greatest, the things that are the most collectible, the most desirable, the hottest things in the marketplace are accidental in coins. This is one of those. So over here is the original government set that the United States government made. It's called the Rocket Ship Collection. It's a little kitty thing.
Yeah.
You know, this, if we turned out the lights, this would glow in the dark, and they sold it, and I think it was like, $10 or something like that. When it was, they only did 50,000 of them, and we got one and said, it is what it is. One of these little, as you can see, little kitty set.
Yeah.
Then we looked at it and said, that Kennedy half dollar looks special. And as a matter of fact, it is. It's what's called a special finish or satin finish, and it's an exceptionally high grade. It came out not only SP69 in this particular set, they go down to about SP64 in all honesty. The government didn't take a lot of care putting the sets together. This is SP69PL. This is the highest graded set available in existence, and it is a price at $179.95 that I'm telling you that you just can't match. Because this set now, well, it started out at $10. These sets, ungraded, uncertified, are like $50 now.
Oh.
If you can find them. They sold out, the original government set sold out instantaneously. Now here's the deal. You go out there, and so we got the coin. So this is a special Kennedy half dollar. Now you want to know how special this Kennedy half dollar is? By provenance, the fact that this is certified rocket ship, this is the rarest Kennedy half dollar ever made by the United States government, and it's not even close. It's rarer than the 1998 matte finish. It's rarer than the reverse proof. It's rarer than all of them. I have got this in this grade, SP69PL. Now, if you go out there and try to find an NGC, SP69PL, that's a coin that's going to cost you anywhere between about $500 and $800. PCGS between $500 and $800. As a matter of fact, I've seen this coin. Somebody's bought it from us for the pair for $179. I've seen this coin at $249, $299, $279. But this is the place that you can buy it. 100% exclusive. So you can see how many we've sold. Because when they did 50,000 of these and we found out this was the special coin, I bought every single set. The mint still had 11,000 of them.
I'm sure you did.
So we bought almost 25% of the entire mintage, and we are down to final quantities. Because now I'm going to have to go into the marketplace. We're basically through our 11. So we have 283 left.
Oh my
Did you see how many we sold? 1,100 sold. I have 283 sets. Now understand this coin. All day long, $59.95, because it's the rocket ship. So we had the Native American dollar. In rocket ship, this is, by provenance, the rarest Native American dollar, the rarest Sacagawea golden dollar that has ever been made in proof condition by the United States Mint, based on the fact that it's from the rocket ship. So it comes out of these sets. So there was only 50,000. So when you see a customer pick, it's not only because it's the rarest Kennedy half dollar, the most incredible Kennedy half dollar, any Kennedy half dollar with a PL or proof-like designation is a $150 coin. Now put it in rocket ship, and you understand that the only possible reason we can do this pricing is because we bought the original sets. To go into the marketplace today, I would have to be at least $199. So if I bring these out and I'll do my level best, we're at $199 or $229 or $249, which is what we're starting to look at that's going to be out there. So now is the time. These are the final quantities that you have at the 283 coins that you're going to have at $179. Now here's a secret. When we first brought these out, I think they were $159. We had to raise them because we had to mix in some of the new sets. I'm through all my sets.
Oh, really?
All 11,000, yeah. So 20. So now you have to buy them here and there and here and there, sealed sets, to be able to certify them at $179.95. It is absolutely, positively one of the great coin opportunities available in the marketplace, and you cannot, like I said, this is our special rocket ship label, not available anyplace else. In NGC or PCGS, because Annex is pretty much exclusive to us. I mean, I do almost all the Annex coins, first day of issue or otherwise. If you look at NGC or PCGS, you can't touch this for double. So they are, for these two coins, are a minimum, I would say, of $400 to $500 at absolute minimum. So to be able to get these coins in the SP69PL, to be able to get both coins at $179.95, it's not only an incredibly important coin, but it's an incredibly important price, because this is a price it is not going to get any less. Like I said, the ungraded and uncertified sets have increased in value 500% for now. Yeah, 500% for now.
We have about 2 minutes left, and Mike, the reviews on hsn.com, every single one is perfect 5 stars, except one review, and that's a 4-star, and then it's a huge customer pick, so we already know you guys love them. I know we only have a few hundred. This is gonna be like 1 minute and 45 seconds left. $44.99 to get home both of them, and you can see a perfect condition with the Native American dollar, PR70, PR69 with the Kennedy half dollar. And, you know, last chance, last look, jump now.
And here's the thing. We've conditioned everybody, because, you know, we grade so many coins. We had such a great deal. We've conditioned people to get the 70s. In the Kennedy half dollar, in any grading service, there is not a single 70 in existence.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So, like for instance, I graded a bunch of these coins. I sent in 500 sets to NGC. In SP69, I mean, I think I got 25 coins in SP69.
And how many 70s? Zero?
Zero. No grading company. Annex, NGC, PCS, there's no 70s. This is the highest grade in existence, period.
I'm glad you pointed that out.
It's the highest grade. And if you buy the sets, and I don't know if this is one of those sets, you can see, as a matter of fact, it is. There's nicks and dings in the neck, Kennedy's neck right here. And that's why they're so difficult to grade. There's big, huge gouges in here in many, 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 probably 20, 30,000 of the sets, the vast majority of the sets. That's why it is so phenomenally difficult to get the SP69, the highest grade, the lowest price, obviously customer pick. And by the by, look how it's gonna come to you.
Right, you get the presentation
Is this
box. Absolutely
spectacular right here? The rarest Kennedy half dollar ever done by the United States government. Lots of Kennedys sell for more. None of them are rarer by provenance. With the Native American dollar, also a tremendous collectible and desirable coin right there. You get them in the presentation case, only $179.95. Like I said, over 1,100 sold, only 1,100 sold. I think we have fewer than 200 or so remaining.
Well, we will keep you posted on the quantity. 667564 is the item number. 667564. We have a few things coming up in the next hour. Mike's got to show you.
I want to give you a heads up on this. These will sell out. These are West Point minted quarters. The United States government is calling these the Great American Treasure Hunt. They have never done a West Point minted quarter in the history of the U.S. government. To make coin collecting fun again, they have taken a very limited number, I mean, an incredibly small number of West Point minted quarters and just inserted them into regular circulation. It is like finding a $20 to $100 to $250 bill if you find one of these in your change. They literally are released into change, and that's the problem. Mint State 65, once it's released into change, no longer Mint State 65. Early find is a designation that this was found in the first 30 days of release by the United States government. They'll be releasing them all year. I have an extraordinarily limited number of these at $99. Mint State 66, which is the single highest available grade. I've seen no Mint State 67s yet. $249. What do I have left on these, Rocky? Very, very important. This one, 2 dozen. I had 140 last night at 2 a.m. I sold 120 of these. I have 24 coins at $249. These are, remember, the West Point Minute. These are the quarters. These are the Great American Treasure Hunt quarters that everybody is out there looking for. This is a guaranteed sellout. I have about 200 of these. This is a guaranteed sellout. Just wanted you to get a look, and I'm just telling you, early finds from the first 30 days. Great opportunity.
So that's going to be coming up in our next hour. We've got more coins coming up, a quick message, and then we'll be right back.
Coming up and you're looking to impress your friends, let me show you how to make this beautiful seafood broil using my DuraPan.
Let's do seafood for the dinner party. I'm about to set off. I never felt so good. Not trying to deny it. I feel it in my soul.
Hey guys, let's eat.
It's the best part. I never felt so good. Think all remote controls are the same? Think again. Now when you're watching HSN and you see something you want, you can use your remote control to order it. It's fast, it's easy, and it's a safe way to order. With HSN, shop by remote. Are you ready? Shop like a VIP with the HSN credit card. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com. The appraised values you see at HSN are set by independent, professionally certified appraisers. They determine, as closely as possible, the approximate retail cost of replacing or recreating the item, not the possible sell or purchase price. Because subjective estimates and judgments are involved, appraisals may vary by as much as 25%. Call your customer service rep for more information.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app. Get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Available on Apple and Android devices.
Well, we're wondering if you're ready to plan that summer vacation. Travel expert Samantha Brown has luggage for you to travel in style, and she's checking in at HSN tomorrow. So make sure you tune in starting tonight at midnight. It's going to be a brand new Today Special, so we'll look forward to that. We're going to continue on with our HSN coin show with Mike Mizak, who's our resident numismatist, and this is going to go by fast. We've got a lot of goodies to show you.
Well, this is interesting. I didn't know that we could even do it in prime time, because I have so few of these. In all honesty, there's so few of these that were ever made, I'm surprised we've ever been able to air them in a primetime show. So last year, the United States government made a 100th anniversary World War I commemorative dollar. That's what this coin is. And it was very popular, a great coin, very limited editions, brings nice premiums in the marketplace. As a secondary set, they took the World War I commemorative and paired it with special medals from each one of the services.
Wow.
So you have Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, and Coast Guard. The problem is they just didn't make many of them, and they sold them out. They only made about 12,000 of each set, which makes this one of the rarest commemorative sets that the United States government has ever done. And it honors the services, so those are usually some of the best sellers.
Yeah.
They sold out literally in an hour. And so we have a very, very few of these in the original government packaging. So each one of the sets comes with the certificate of authenticity and comes with the commemorative dollar. What I'm going to do is show you each one of the coins. So the first one here, now you have to understand this is World War I. So in World War I, that was our Air Force.
Right,
okay?
Exactly.
Okay, and that is what's called the Air Service Medal that you're going to have right there. Over there was the theme of World War I for the United States government. Over there is what we did. And so this is the Air Service Medal. And like I said, that was our Air Force is what we're going to do. So you get the pair at $179. These were instantaneous sellouts. Wholesale on these, folks, is going to be probably $250 to almost $300 because they simply don't exist. Okay, so there's the Air Force. And what's the next one that we have coming up? I think it's Army, right? Yeah, so we're gonna do the Army next.
Yeah.
So now, same thing, you get the 2-coin set. So you're gonna get this, it's gonna come in the government packaging with the certificate of authenticity, and look at what they did for the metal. So that's trench warfare, which of course is what World War I is known for. By the way, both of these pure silver, 900 fine coin silver, sorry, solid silver, that you're gonna have, so almost 2 ounces of silver in here as well. And that of course is
That's
the famous—
purer than jewelry.
Yeah, oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is absolutely incredible, and that's the Centennial, that's the United States Army is what we're going to have. And so I have the Army pair as well. Next we're gonna do, I'm assuming, the Marines.
Yep.
And so let's do the Marines. And so we're familiar with the Marines. Now this is very important. If you're a Marine Corps buff, this is the time, World War I, where they made their bones, if you will, which is where they became that special force. They were the Marine Expeditionary Force, and of course they were debuted in the Revolutionary War, but it is right here, it is the Battle of Bretton Woods, that right there, Belleau Wood, right there, that it made them absolutely positively famous with the famous Marine Corps logo right there, and this is the battle that made the Marine Corps the fighting force that they are today. Incredibly famous, absolutely, truly amazing. And once again, so we have, and like I said, we have a couple of dozen of each one of these is all. Okay, last one, and I got the Navy.
Navy.
So you have to understand the Navy was a different thing back in World War I. I got a few Navies, check this out. Okay, this is also the Navy Expeditionary Force. Notice, that's steam-powered, folks. Okay?
Amazing.
So that's what they were with that. So all World War I commemoratives from last year, complete and total, sold out, limited editions. Great opportunity. They all come with the certificate of authenticity. They all come in the original government packaging that you're going to see right here.
This is a great Father's Day gift.
It's a great Father's Day.
My dad was in the Navy. I know he'd love that.
You're
Yeah.
done.
You're done.
You're done for Father's Day.
You're
Absolutely.
Done. Yeah.
Absolutely.
If there's any left when I get off air, I'll tell you. So if you'd like to pick it up, the item number is 673297, and you do have FlexPay, for FlexPay, which is for coins. We're excited to have that. $44.99. All right.
So
I know you're excited about this.
Well, we're going to sell it out.
Okay.
Remember, I just showed this a minute or two ago.
It's like a little peek.
We sold almost all of them just with me flipping. So we figured, why don't we give everybody an actual look at it?
I'll step back.
Yeah, an actual look at this. So here's what we got. These are the NGC coins that you're going to have right here. These are the 7 silver coins that are in the set. So the United States government is making coins since 1794. You know how many regular issue United States government coins they've made in pure silver? That would be 0.
Oh, I was going to say,
never. They've been making $half for over 200 years, over 2 centuries. You are looking at the only one that's in pure silver, and it happens to be a Kennedy $half. I could make a significant argument that that coin should be $279.95. It is NGC. It is certified perfect. It's my exclusive silver bar label that you can only get from me, that you're going to have. By the by, right next door to it, you have the only pure silver Roosevelt dime that has ever been made in the history of the United States government as well. So that comes with it. I make an argument that coin's $100 to $150 all day long if you go against special edition Roosevelt dimes. Oh, and by the by, we're going to go ahead and give you the 5 National Parks quarters, also done in pure 999 fine pure silver as well, for the very first time. The first regular Washington quarters ever done in pure silver. The first American coins ever done in pure silver. The United States government has set a new bar. And we need to count these down, folks, because this is, this is the quantity that I have. These are so difficult to get. The Kennedy $half. There you go. We have 100 left. Okay, we had about 140. We had 125, thank you. We had 125 when I started the show. I just gave you that quick little look, boom, they're just going like this. Now I want you to look at this. You don't have to be a numismatist. You do not have to be a numismatic expert to know that that coin is different, to know that that coin is special, to know that that coin is pure silver, and it is something that is a brand new animal, if you will, that you're going to have in the world with the Kennedy $half. Check that out, that you're going to have. It is truly a spectacular opportunity. Now we take the only pure silver Kennedy $half. Now we take it and certify it perfect, NGC with our exclusive label. Put all of those things together at $279.95, and now you really have something. And that's what happens. We have sold literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these coins. We've sold hundreds of these sets, but I'm down to now, I'm sure there's fewer than 100 sets that are made. We're down to 90 sets. So you got about 2 minutes is what my guess is on this that we're going to be able to do. And I don't know, here's the problem. I don't know if I can restock this set, when and what the price will be. Here's the problem with this coin. These are brand new sets put out by the United States government, these silver, pure silver Kennedys. I talk about grading percentages. On a Kennedy $half, they usually take special care. In 70 condition, we can get grading percentages as high as 70 or 75% to be able to get those. But in this pure silver, this is less than 50%. So you have to buy a silver set. Now understand, let me do the math here for you. So you have to buy the silver set from the United States government. That's 60 bucks. Yeah. Okay? The grading is 210.
Yeah.
Do the math. 279.95. Right. Okay, you're good to go at 279.95.
But you got to have your fingers crossed, don't you? Because you don't know what it's going to turn out. You're going to get one of 3 of these, and actually, which quarter is it? I think it's San Antonio Mission is also, this quarter also extraordinarily difficult to get. The San Antonio Mission quarter, I don't know. It's because of all the designs and the way they're sitting there. And look at that, American Memorial Park that you're going to have in the silver. Then you're going to have the Pacific Historic Park because, you know, those are the American territories. So those are all World War II commemoratives that are in that as well. So this isn't a unique opportunity because it's a first set. It's an only set. You know, how many times have they made a pure silver $half? Not just Kennedy, but ever. One time it's this coin. Yeah, I was going to say.
So it's not only the first, it's the only as well.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Roosevelt dime. How many Roosevelt dimes have they made in pure silver? One and only one, and you're looking at it, and it's certified perfect in our exclusive label as well, in our exclusive label. Then go down. I think the quarters we sold at $199.95 by themselves, and sold hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sets, the first silver quarters that the United States government has ever done. As a matter of fact, I've got some of the quarter sets. If you go to hsn.com, I had them in the show last night in the original government lens for less than government issue price. Wow. Okay, we had a couple of those left over, so you can go check that out. Always go to hsn.com, okay? So we got, we've only got 50 left. I got way more people than that on the phone, so continue to call in. NGC Perfect Silver. So these are the only pure silver 7 coins that the United States government has ever done.
All right, well, we're going to keep you posted. 671307 is the item number. And Rocky, how many did you say that we have left? Okay, about,
and we
less
have
than 50.
Way more than that people on the phone, so that's going to be a sellout.
Yeah, so if everybody would like to jump in and call in and go to hsn.com, you will be able to be the last to get that. Are you going to be able to get more of those?
No idea.
No idea.
Well, here's the fact of the matter is I can always get more.
It's just at what price?
At what price, right. Price, availability, all that stuff. Oh, we're gonna show you and people, because people are asking, what is this deal? Because most people haven't heard of it. The United States Mint went to the West Point Mint. They've never done a West Point minted quarter before. They made a couple, less than 1% of the mintage of these coins, way less than 1%, and made them with a West Point Mint mark and just inserted them into change. They call it the Great American Treasure Hunt. And if you find one, I don't care the condition, it's worth at least $20. So it's like looking for $20 bills in your change. Yeah. However, since they did release them into circulation, high-grade coins are extraordinarily difficult. And in addition, these are early find. These were found within the first 30 days. They had the first week of discovery coins. Those sold for thousands of dollars. So we've got right here, here's the Mint State 65. This is the highest available grade. Mint State, I have 10 left.
10 left, last call, and half the quantity's gone for the other coin, too.
Yeah, and I started the day with 140, which is more than anybody else in the whole world had, 140 of these. I started the day with 140. We have 10 left. Guaranteed sellout on the Mint State 66. I've heard there's a Mint State 67 out there. I'm assuming that's a $15,000 or $20,000 coin.
Whoa.
I don't have any. We've gone through literally millions of quarters. That's how we're looking.
Do you ever put anything like that on hsn.com?
Sure, all the time. Yeah, that's why you go to hsn.com. Lots of what we call onesies.
Oh, yeah.
In other words, coins that there's only 1 or 2 of that have significant value.
Oh, so that's exciting. Keep checking back there. All right, we'll keep you posted on those coins. They're coming up in the next hour.
Okay, the NGC's down to 30.
Okay.
Now I've got the annex at the same price, first day of issue.
Okay.
Individually numbered. Individually numbered, first day of issue, we have 1,119 sets. I have 1,119 sets that you see right here at $279.95. I'm trying to get some NGC first day of issue sets. They will be more than this. Okay. NGC charges a significant premium to grade what they call first day of issue.
Okay.
Annex, because of our special relationship, they charge a premium as well, except it's not to us because we are exclusive to it. So you can't get first day of issue Annex except from us.
So it's like you're getting a wholesale price here.
Absolutely, 100% wholesale price. At $279, you cannot buy it for less because you cannot buy it anyplace else. Like you said, same price as the regular NGC set, only you're getting first day of issue, and that's only because of our special relationship. Now, the key to this is, it's like, I sold this last night, I think, in our 2 a.m. show.
Oh, okay.
And I said, you know, I had a brief presentation of this on the show we had, what, 10 days ago or whatever it is, something like that. I think we had a show 10 days ago or so. And I said, I sold a couple hundred. So we have maybe 900 left. And that's where the producer says, yeah, you don't have 900 left. Okay? So that was people, once again, going to hsn.com.
Right.
They understand what this is. This is the only set of pure silver coins, regular issue coins, ever put out by the United States government. Now, people say, but isn't the American Silver Eagle pure silver? Yes, but it's a bullion coin. Okay, it's made just for silver reasons. So the pure silver has always been reserved only for the American Bullion series that is out there. The American Silver Eagle, and they do the 5-ounce rounds and all that stuff. That's just the silver part of it. But they've never done it for regular coins. Mm-hmm. You know how many pure silver half dollars there are in the history of the U.S. government? That would be 0. Okay. That would be these. They've never made it since 1796 until today. This is the only pure silver half dollar ever made by the United States government. Like I said, I can easily make a case that this coin should be $279.95.
By itself.
By itself. Because understand, it only comes in this special silver set right here. The government has only made about 250,000 of these. It's about the same mintage as the special edition Kennedys.
That's a low circulation.
Oh, absolutely. You're usually looking at mintages of millions and millions and millions of coins. And
okay, that's gone. Thank you so much for your calls and orders. We really appreciate it. We can't wait to send them out to you. So we're going to continue on. And now, if you missed out on that,
every one of you that bought the NGC set now get the NX set first day of issue. Okay, first day of issue. That is incredibly important. It's incredibly valuable. It's incredibly desirable to get that extra first day of issue that's only and exclusively available from us at the same exact price. So we had 125 of the NGC sets gone just like that.
That's a nice collection to get the first day of issue, and if you had the NGC.
And you get the NGC with the exclusive silver bar label. Yeah. Now with this one as well, in addition to first day of issue, I'm going to give you the Red Oak presentation box. That's like $39.95 right there. Included. That's right, and that's going to be included as well. 1,119 sets, and they are individually match numbered so that every set, so this is set number 6. So there'll be set number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way until 1,119. I'm assuming at this point we're down to about 550 or 600 sets. About 500 sets is all that we have remaining in this. About 500 sets, so we're well over half sold out. And this is my first full primetime presentation that we've got right here in the Annex first day of issue. And so that is of incredible significance. So let's talk about the coins. So the United States government, when they release brand new coins, it's important. And it's important, I mean, just regular silver Kennedy half dollars are a big deal. I want to go to this. Here's, like I said, my little nationally advertised catalog here. I go to them because, like I said, they sell millions, tens of millions of dollars worth of coins every year. So if you look at this, so this is not just a silver Kennedy, it's pure silver, the only pure silver Kennedy. And right now, the mintage on that's only about, like I said, 200,000, right around in there.
Very small.
If you look at, in 2012, the United States government made a regular silver Kennedy half dollar. Okay.
Oh, I have another update. I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have sold out the early finds Lowell Historic Park quarter. We still have the other one, though.
We still have the Mint State 65 at $99.95. Okay, so we still have the Mint State 65 at $99.95. How many of those we have left, Rock? Because we started with about 450. I got about 190 left. Okay, so that will sell out 100% today. So now you look at this Kennedy half dollar. Well, this Kennedy half dollar in the catalog, the 2012 Kennedy, ungraded, uncertified. The only remarkable thing about it is it's kind of rare in terms of mintage. $275. $275
for the one coin.
For one regular silver Kennedy half dollar, nothing.
Not first day of issue.
Not first day of issue, not even certified. It's probably proof 67.
Or who knows what.
Who knows? It could be proof 65. They don't even grade it. It could be proof 63.
Oh my goodness.
$275. As a matter of fact, I see they're guaranteeing it proof 63 for $275. So it's relatively unremarkable.
Wow.
However, this coin is remarkable.
Yeah.
Not for $275, okay?
Right.
Not
it's part of a huge set.
It's part of a huge set. Look, the box itself here brings us down to $235. So once again, I can easily make an argument that this coin in PR70 should be absolutely $279.95 by itself.
Yeah.
Should be $279.95, 100% by itself. But understand, it's still surrounded by the only other 6 pure silver regular issue coins ever made by the United States government. You have the only pure silver Roosevelt dime. And all of these are not just the pure silver coins, but they're certified absolutely positively perfect and first day of issue.
So there's only 1,119. That's all that there ever was.
That's all that there ever was or ever will be is what we're going to have in here because they're 100% exclusive to us. So the price is the guaranteed lowest that it's going to be, particularly with box, without box.
And they're all 70, not the quarter 70, and this one's not, and this one isn't. Every single one is. That's the other big deal in a set.
Right, and particularly given how difficult it is for the Kennedy to get in proof 70 condition, that becomes an incredibly important issue for you as well. Right. So the NGC set, like I said, not first day of issue, but with our special silver bar logo, is a sellout.
They're gone. It's all gone.
All gone.
No one can get it.
No one can get them right now, anywhere else. Now we've got the first day of issue annex, which I would argue is every bit as special, if not more special, particularly given the red oak presentation box as well. Some people collect annex, some people collect NGC. I personally collect both.
Yeah.
Okay, well actually, and PCGS. And PCGS as well. So those are the big 3 grading companies. ICG is out there. Okay, those are the only 4 recognized grading companies. So if you're not buying ICG, NX, NGC, or PCGS, you are buying coins that are just not accepted in the marketplace as certified.
I'm going to take a second to mention that we are a recognized place to buy coins.
Oh, goodness,
I'd like to mention that at least once during our coin show. Mike has been here for decades. We're a publicly traded company. We are a trusted source, and that's a big deal and a big reason for people coming back and buying coins year after year after year after year and feeling safe.
And I want to expand on that. So, look, you want to buy coins on the internet? Go have at it. That's right. You want to be it's a Wild West out there, folks. You want to be a coin cowboy? That's your. They're counterfeiting American silver eagles. The counterfeit business is incredible out there. Understand. I buy these from the mint. I send them by armored truck right to the grading company. I send them here. HSN ships them out. The chain of custody on every single one of the coins that we have in all these modern issue sets is unbroken from the mint to your house.
Right. It's backed up by a corporation, not some guy in his basement.
And you have to understand, we've had the coin show here at HSN has been going for, what, 30 years now?
Yeah.
And you have to understand, this is the longest running coin show in America, in the world. Yeah. Other people say, you know, they've been doing this, but, you know, it's like, okay, you know, they have a name. But I've been on TV continuously longer than anybody else selling coins. It's just the way that it is. And the reason that I've done that is I've been able to give you stuff like this. Coins that are exclusive, coins that are a great value, coins that are incredibly desirable. When we have and can bring all of our weight to bear, the fact that we sell literally $100 million plus worth of coins every single solitary year.
They are what we say they are.
They are what they say they are. And what happens is then we get opportunities that literally nobody else in the market can give it. Can give to you.
Because the trust goes both ways, not just with the people at home watching and buying, but also the people that you are in touch with that call you and say, hey, Mike, guess what I have?
Yeah, precisely. And that gives us the opportunity to buy coins. So when I have like the bicentennial coins that we started the show with, someone knew that. Somebody knows me. Everybody knows me.
Everybody knows you.
everybody wants a big check, who do they call? They call us because they know that, you know, I want to sell 5,000 of this or 10,000 of this, or I need to raise 200,000 or 500,000 or $1 million. They know that we can facilitate that because we have the opportunity. And then what we get is an opportunity like this that we can give to you. So that we bought for 1,100 of these. So we had to buy 3,000 United States government issued proof sets. That's basically, we're approaching $250,000 for that cash money right up front. Then we have to have them certified.
And then you have to pick out the 70s.
That's right. Well, that's what the certification is. That's why it's $30 a coin. That's why just to get these coins certified is $210. Then you buy the box. How are you going to get the coins? And how are you going to make sure that every single solitary one of them is perfect? And that is the key consideration for this to be first day of issue, and the fact that they're pure silver. Now understand, I talk a lot about silver here. And I have to explain, there's a huge difference between pure silver and solid silver. And I always try to make that. So solid silver, and I usually say solid silver 900 fine. So that's 90%. So it's solid all the way through, 90% silver all the way through. Pure silver is an entirely different thing. Those are very, very important designations. Pure silver is 9995 fine silver. This is pure silver. That's the difference. So when people say, well, they've made silver Kennedys before, but not pure silver Kennedys. So this is compositionally different than any other half dollar ever made by the United States government, and that's why this is significant. I know I'm dwelling on that coin, but consider this a band.
The star of the show.
Okay, that's right.
The lead singer.
That's right. If this is the band, this is the lead singer. Okay, and you know, and then this is the drummer, and these guys are all the bass players. You know, is what they are. But understand, do not overlook the quarters. I know there's 5 of them, and so it's kind of easier to overlook them. But understand, standalone coins here as pure silver special quarters are very, very, very critically important to collectors, particularly when the very first pure silver quarters that ever done. So the backdrop of this is only 1,119 ever to be done for worldwide distribution, period. We've sold over 600 of them. Oh, we have 400 left is all that we have. So it's sold over 700 coins. Only 400 complete sets left, and then our first day of issue is complete and totally and utterly sold out. So that's why you need to get in. You need to take advantage of this. You need to get this coin that you're going to see right there, and it is 100% exclusive to us. The only way to get a first day of the issue Annex Silver Kennedy half dollar is right here, right now, period.
Final minute on this. To order, the item number is 671895. And again, I always ask if we can get more, but the answer is always, but maybe not at this price.
Sure, and that's what the issue, well, on first day of issue, no.
No, not
just
at all.
Never, Once the 1,119 are sold out, it's not an issue of price. You can find them, but they'll be in the secondary market, keeping in mind that the original price
bought them here.
They bought them here,
then
they bought them for $279. I've seen these sets out there already because we've sold 600, 700 sets.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I mean, you know, we sold them 2 weeks ago. I've already seen the sets out there for $399.
Oh, you're kidding.
Sure.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You understand, dealers buy from us all the time because many of our coins are absolutely, positively exclusive. And so then, obviously, they're in the business of making money. So they, you know, they pop them up.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and those of you who are in the know are tuning in right now and getting in on this opportunity. We've got lots more exciting coins coming up, but we actually have an entire other hour coming up. We have a 2-hour show for coins, but we're going to continue on with the 1921 MS64 ICG, another grading company, one of the big 4.
That's right.
PDS last year Morgan silver dollars. It's been a while since we've had a Morgan, I think.
They're hard to get. Silver's made has a little pop here. Now here's the deal. The Morgan silver dollar was first made in 1878. They made it from 1878 till 1921. They made over 1 billion Morgan silver dollars.
So this is the
very last year.
Yeah, there it says it. Yeah.
Now the interesting part about this is you have a Philadelphia mint, a Denver mint, and a San Francisco mint. We're used to that now. In the Morgan Silver Dollar series, there is one coin and one coin only from the Denver Mint. It's the 1921. No Morgan Silver Dollar from 1878 to 1920 is done at the Denver Mint with the exception of this. So it is a 1-year only mint mark issue.
And
so you've got all of the coins. But the important part of this is the grade Mint State 64. Mint State 64, understand, is a significantly high grade, okay? Is a significantly high grade. Most Morgan silver dollars that you see today are going to be in uncirculated condition Mint State 60, 61, or 62. When you start looking at Mint State 63s, and particularly Mint State 64s, now you're really starting to look at coins that are significantly difficult, conditionally difficult to get in the marketplace. These are 100% original coins, not reprinted, restruck, or redone in any way, shape, or form. And you can see the beautiful reverse that's on these. And you're down to basically, what is this, $139.95 a coin for Mint State 64 Morgan silver dollars. And like I said, in the red oak presentation box. So they're going to come to you just like this. So you get that as well. That's about I think $29 or $39 value for the red oak presentation box. A complete set. There's no other mint mark. So in 1921, it was P and D and S, keeping in mind that the Denver Minute coin was only made 1 year in the Morgan silver dollar series. In the entire series of Morgan silver dollars, only 1 year done in the Denver Mint mark, and it's this coin right here. So you have the entire last year of issue, every single mint mark in one of the highest available grades. You go up to Mint State 65, and now you're looking at a set that's well in excess of $1,000+. Particularly that 21D and Mint State 65, you couldn't touch that coin for $459.95.
The item number is 673235. These are brand new, first time you're seeing them. And this is the last coin of our first set of our first hour shopping together in our coin shows. Coming up in our second hour,
I'm debuting a set.
Lots of goodies.
So this is the silver set. So we did the silver coin set that sold out. But this is, as you can see right here, they did actually 11 coins here because they did the complete 10 coin set and the special